Gamers, let's talk about something that all of us want, but none of us will ever get enough of, and that's money. So let's look at Honkai Star Rail's income for their banner characters, and let's do a little comparison from Honkai Star Rail to Genshin Impact startup. They have very similar kind of niche player base, since it's the gacha player base, and it's also the anime player base. Pretty colors go burr. So we're dealing with the same sort of animal here. It's just a different sort of game. So you'd think, since Genshin is a turn-based game, Genshin is an open world game, that it have a lot more players. It's more open world. It has a more variety of players that would enjoy it, because it's kind of a Breath of a Wild clone, and that game was top tier. That game was incredible. And so you think that they'd make a lot more money, but you have to take into account a couple things. But first off, let's get into the revenue for Honkai Star Rail. Now I'm going to be using little mouse because this takes forever and we ain't about to sit there. So if you go down here, you can see Sealy she's zooming, she's moving down that line, and she stops at 41 mil. First banner character releases 41 mil. Now there's multiple reasons for that. New game, the character is believed to be incredibly overpowered, very, very strong. So everyone's gonna want to use all of their wishes on her and just use everything to get her. And this is also behind the hype of the game, because it just released. This is a new Honkai Star Rail game, and right off the back of Genshin Impact, everyone knows that the first character that they released is OP. Quote unquote, Venti release was the first character on Genshin, and he was OP. So everyone wanted a Zeely to start the game off as. Now, next up, we got Jing Yuan. Now, Jing Yuan, everyone's saying that he wasn't very strong. He's not very good for free to play. So not a lot of people wished on him. So we're ending at 22 mil. And, that's pretty big still. That's half of Zeely here. But 22 mil is not a number to scoff at for an anime game. And then here we're gonna end off with Silver Wolf, just barely in the back end. I'm sure this is gonna end up around the 30 mil area, mostly because we haven't gotten to the end of the banner yet, and because it's gonna start settling in that she's gonna go away, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, my free-to-play wishes ain't gonna be enough to secure her, so let me just pull out the old wallet and get her with my own hard work and money. So I believe she's gonna end up around the 30 mil area. And Jing Yuan and Lucius, no idea. Honestly, it could be 20 mil or it could be 30 mil. I'm guessing between the 20 and 30 mil, just because he is just infinite heals, but he doesn't have the same hype behind him as Silver Wolf. So I think he's going to be a little better than Jing Yuan, because he seems like a better character than him overall. It's just not going to be enough to make him go past Silver Wolf. Now let's go over to Genshin Impact's revenue. Now I wanted to look at not just, let me zoom out real quick. Boop. Oh. Zoom out, please. There we go. Now, I don't just want to look at the start of the game. I wanted to look at the entirety of the game, and you'll see why in a second. But first off, the game releases. Now, this is a mystery hit. Nobody played gacha. A small variety of people play gacha games beforehand, but this is one of the first ones that came to PlayStation and stuff. So you hit the PlayStation player base, you hit a bunch of different player bases, so you had a lot of different people to pull money from. And remember, Honkai Star Rail isn't on PlayStation or anything. It's only on PC and phone. So all that revenue that came in was from phone people most likely, and then the PC player base here in the US. Now we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. Venti ends here, first banner character, 30 mil. Now, if we go back here, that's slightly better than Jing Yuan. It's probably along the Silver Wolf area, but it's nowhere near Sealy. That's 10 mil difference from Sealy. So the reason this probably happened is because This game was a surprise hit. No one expected it to be this good. And so not all the people... Actually, this is pretty surprising still, even with that, because there was YouTubers all over being like, this was like a big blow up on YouTube. Everyone was spending like $5,000 to get C6 Venti and all that. So this is actually a little surprising that Zealy ended up surpassing Venti just because of all the YouTubers that were just throwing money at this game. But I'm assuming it's because more just normal people were spending money on the Zealy banner than the Venti banner. Now, if we go here, you can see that we have a slight decline here, and it just keeps going downwards from Zhongli is the only one that passed Tertalia, but Zhongli was a really hyped up character. But you can see the money that's coming in is very much going downhill. It's almost about a between 5 and 10 mil difference between each of these people. So you can see the patches come out. It's boring patches, not interesting. And then we get a jump here, the Venti rerun, because Venti was already known to be an OP character, so all the people are coming back for it. And you'll see here a lot. So rerun banners tend to be, if they're a good character and people didn't get them, they tend to be a lot of money spent on them, especially if it's like one of the top characters. So you'll see some reruns jump up there. And then we got this character come out. We got Raiden Shogun, 33 mil. And if we keep going down here, you can see we're never really getting to the 40 mil yet. Oh, 33 mil. We keep going. Oh, Ayaka rerun. Everyone thought she was broken. Keep going. We're finally about to touch the 40 mil. A Hu Tao second and first rerun combined. We got the 46 mil finally. And that's where it ends. So this Hu Tao and Yelane, I stopped playing, so I don't know what this is all. Its first and second rerun is, but this jumps ahead of everyone else. You can see here, just what was this, like 2 years after the game came out, we finally hit the Zealy bandwagon of passing 40 mil. But I just wanted to look at the differences between these two games and the amount of money people are willing to spend on them. Mostly the reason behind this taking so long to get up there is because this game wasn't hyped up as much as Honkai Star Rail was, because Genshin Impact was their hit wonder, and then Honkai Star Rail was their follow-up. So everyone was anticipating this game. Everyone was probably saving up their money to wail on this game right when it comes out. So everyone was prepared to spend this much money on it. So we're probably not going to see 40 mil get up there anytime soon for a while, unless it's like a rerun banner for a very powerful character. I'm thinking that we're going to go on the same sort of downcline coming up, and then it's going to release like a cracked character. We're going to get up to the 30 mil area, and then it's going to have a rerun for that same character like a year down the road, and then it's going to finally surpass Sealy someday. But other than that, I just wanted to look at these two revenue streams, see how the game's doing, see how it's doing compared to its own competitor, Genshin Impact, and look at it, since this is a turn-based game and not everyone likes turn-based games to begin with, and how it competed with an open world game. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, Johnny. Oh, and I shall be streaming tomorrow, hopefully, so check out for that. Anyway, Johnny.